Hello everyone, my name is Anisha Batra. I am a mental health professional and a psychotherapist. I would be sharing with you all a series of informative videos on how to balance our mental well-being during the psychological pandemic of COVID-19. Today, I will be sharing with you all certain mindful parenting techniques during this stressful situation. I would first like to talk about the question that is present in every parent's mind, and that is how to address this issue to our children and how to deal with it. It is very essential for us to understand that in the process of keeping ourselves physically healthy, we tend to ignore the psychological health of our own selves as well as our family members. Before I share with you all the mindful parenting techniques, I would like to tell you that there is something very important that we all need to understand. And the thing is that there is a significant difference on how the information that we share with our children is processed. Now, there is a difference on how you would process the information in comparison to a 4-year-old or in comparison to a 10-year-old. So we need to understand that we need to explain the children in a particular perspective that they understand. Now, the question arises, what should we do and how should we do it? The answer to all of these questions lies in the following points. Point number 1 of mindful parenting is healthy discussions. Nowadays, our children and adolescents are open to information from a lot of sources. It is very important for us to have a healthy discussion with them so as to understand how they are feeling about it and how they are dealing with it. Children have a lot of questions. So if you do not have an answer or you are unsure about it, tell your children that you would get back to them with an appropriate answer. Point number 2. Keep the discussions developmentally appropriate. Whatever information you're trying to give to your children, it should be in a way their minds can digest. Now, if we're talking about a 5-year-old or a 7-year-old child, you can use the techniques of audio-visual aids or maybe storytelling regarding the importance of personal hygiene and personal responsibility. You need to keep their minds occupied and positive. But you also need to understand that these techniques would not be appropriate for, let's say, a 12-year-old or a 16-year-old. One thing that you being a parent need to understand is that your children do not have to know everything. Now it is your duty to filter out important, useful and appropriate information for your child. Point number 3. Family is our child's first school. We need to realize that we are the role models that our children would be following. So we need to monitor what we are doing or how are we dealing with our stress and anxiety. Moreover, how are we utilizing our time? How are we dealing with this stressful situation? What routine are we following? All of this lays a significant impact on our children. If we panic, then they would also panic. And it would furthermore create a more distressful situation. This is the time that we teach our children solidarity, the value of family time, the value of time management, empathy, and more importantly, imbibe valuable skills in them. Point number 4 of mindful parenting is limitation on the screen time. Children nowadays are spending most of their time on social media platforms. Even we, for that matter of fact, are constantly exposed to it. We need to focus on limiting the social media exposure as well as the exposure to the entertainment sites and games. it is simply making us screen addicts. We shall rather indulge in quality family time, like exercising with each other, playing indoor games like Uno, Ludo, or maybe chess, painting with them, or indulging them in household activities, giving them valuable lessons. We should rather focus on creating memories rather than just developing a habit of nothing but screen addiction. The last point that I wish to share with you all is that our children need reassurance from time to time. We ourselves are going through a lot of stress during this situation, so it is very important to share positive affirmations with our children. If they feel irritated or frustrated, ask them to talk to you about it. One thing that we need to keep in our mind is that our children would always remember how we reacted in this stressful situation, and that will be their basic reaction in any emergent situation that they face in their lives later on. Create a positive environment at home. Instill positivity in their thoughts, and hopefully we would all get through this hard time. Please watch this space for more videos and information on how to deal with COVID-19 psychologically. Stay home, stay safe, and stay tuned. Thank you.